Hey everybody, what is going on? I'm War Machine 100, and today I want to talk to you about a free new Xbox One game called Trove. So basically, Trove is a combination of Minecraft and Realm of the Mad God. So both of them are obviously like, block type games, but it takes the aspects of Minecraft in regards to you're able to build your own houses and you're able to craft your own items and build your own things and mine, and there's a lot of mining involved. But it takes the aspect of Realm of the Mad God in the sense that you go into different dungeons, go into different portals, take out different dungeon bosses, collect loot, and, upgrade your character with new items. So anyways, here is the main hub world, and I'm going to go ahead and show you around here a little bit. So if you start actually by going to the right of spawn, you'll come over here to the trading post. Basically, this is where you can trade items with other players, help people out. Here's the community chest, so anybody can put anything in here, anybody can take it out. Then over here is a barbershop, which is where you can edit your character's appearance. You can do this at any time. You can also build one in your house later on. And then here is the rejuvenation station. So it says hold X to refill your Elysian flasks, but basically this is just Estus flasks, straight out of Dark Souls. So I just call it Estus flasks because that's literally what they are. Anyways, there's nothing over there. But if we go over here, this little house in the back of the hub world has a novice crafting bench in case you, lose yours for whatever reason. And then in here is like a seasonal crafting station. Not really useful. But down here is a little bit more interesting, because if you come down here in this little obscure part of the hub world, you come down to the Dragon Crucible. So in here you can, build different dragon items. I haven't played the game long enough to be able to test any of these, but it looks interesting, so one of these days I will use the Dragon Crucible and hopefully tell you guys how it goes. But we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more exploring. I'm not gonna show you right now, but out to the left over there you can spawn in your house and do that. But over here is Shaztopia, which I have no idea what it is, and we're not going to see it today because I have not been able to go into it yet, actually. I don't know if that's just because of the beta or if it's always full, but I have not seen it yet, so I can't really tell you anything about it. But if we go up here, this main staircase right in front of the hub world are the main portals. This is how you go into the actual battle worlds and where you get your dungeons and your loot and all that. And then down here is the PvP hall. So at the moment it only has quick battle portal, and if you go into it you do a 5v5 capture the flag. Now we're going to go ahead and go up here real quick to the top of the tower portals. And as you can see, if you come down here, there is no shortage of portals. Because you have no shortage of difficulties, I should say, because you actually have to have a power rank of 10,000 to get into one of these. And at the time of this video, you can see in the top left, my power rank is only at 463. So that tells you how much more I'd have to play this game to get that high of a power rank. But anyways, now that we have explored the main hub world, we're going to go ahead and go right into a dungeon world. Alright, so we are now into our first dungeon world here. I'm currently going to show you Uber 2, which is just called U2 for short. So here's the spawn area. If you come over here, each world will be a little bit different where the spawn is. But anyways, very close to the spawn, you will find these little purple grayish little squares, which are called your cornerstones. And when you claim them, they will spawn your house in. So I've been kind of building my house a little bit. Yours won't look like this, but this is where I have been putting all my stuff. So there's my rejuvenation station in the corner, barbershop that comes with it, and a novice crafting bench, which you use to craft, everything else you'll see in this row here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at those. Here's the forge, here's the loot collector, here's the ring crafting bench, and then over here is my adventurer's crafting bench, which you can use to make a whole lot more things. I used the Shadow Tower recently. That's where you get, special loot, shadow loot you can only get from the Shadow Towers. So the loot collector, though, that's basically where you, all your excess loot you get from dungeons, you put it into the loot collector. And then let's see what else was there. Ring crafting bench, you make rings. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the character sheet actually. So, show you what's going on here. Alright, so character sheet, you get a hat, you get a weapon, and you get a face that contribute to your power rank and different abilities you can get. So at the moment mine are Resplendent and I have a Shadow Hat, which that's actually pretty good. For you two, you don't usually find Resplendent, so I actually had a friend give me some loot, but I found the weapon myself. And the Shadow Hat I got from a Shadow Tower, but its power rank is, you know, pretty high for you two, I guess. But everything you do, all the loot you get is going to be based on your power rank, because power rank is what determines which worlds you can get into. So let's see, each time you level up, all the loot you collect has different power rank. You level up, you gain more power rank, and basically everything you do, you want to contribute to power rank. The stats on the items, I mean, they're important, but it just comes down to the highest power rank. So then in here is your ring, which the first three items I mentioned, hat, weapon, and face, you can find as loot in dungeons. But the rings, you have to actually craft them at a ring crafting bench, which you will build through your novice crafting bench. But the ring is basically, well, I guess, you know, there's your Estus flasks down there at the bottom. Good stuff, right? I think I have 9 at the moment. Estus flask, you push Y, hot drink a Estus flask, and refill your health real quick. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the rings real quick in more detail. So, you go to the ring, and you will see, what is going, okay, anyways, here we go, rings. Yeah, I forgot how to get to the ring menu for a second. Okay, so it's actually, you know, there's different gem sockets, but it's a ring crafting bench. I don't know what that's about. Alright, so those are two different things. Rings you put in your inventory, and gems you put into this. So I have a water gem on at the moment, and that's giving me a decent amount of power rank, 47. I have since put more gems in here, but you put the little circles are for regular gems, and the big circles are for empowered gems, which, let's see, regular gems you can find out of loot chests, but empowered gems, you basically have to craft a specific chest to get one. So, basically all gems do is they just add on to your power rank. So, you know, you kind of need gems to keep moving up in the world, finding better loot, more XP. It just keeps building on itself. But it all comes down to how high is your power rank. But anyways, now that we are finished looking at all these items here, we're going to go ahead and do a bit of exploring. And here in a second, I will show you guys some actual dungeons. So here is a dungeon. Each dungeon is a little bit different, but this one is going to require us to climb up some stairs and get up to the top of this little tower thing. And then once we get to the top, we will look for a purple portal. Here it is. And that purple portal is going to take you to the dungeon master, or the dungeon boss. So in this case, I have to activate this shrine here, and it's going to summon a bunch of enemies. So I'm going to go ahead and just go Super Saiyan on him real quick. And I'm playing as the Dracolite at the moment, if you didn't notice. So he's basically like the fire wizard, and his ultimate is to turn into a dragon. I guess that's something I didn't really talk about combat wise. So right trigger is your basic attack, and then left trigger is like an enhanced attack, and then your left bumper, I believe, is going to be your ultimate, and then, you know, you'll have another character specific ability. So at the end of the dungeon, once you defeat the boss, you get this chest. You just shoot the chest a little bit, it'll drop some loot. And I got a couple legendaries, which is your typical chest at my level. So just more stuff for my loot collector. But anyways, I like to just kind of skip all the other enemies, just go straight to the dungeon boss. So now we're going to go ahead and look for our next dungeon here. So push right stick and it'll show you a world map, and if you look at for the different tower castle symbols on the map, those are dungeons. So this is actually going to take me a bit longer than is ideal, but I will get there. So here are some cornerstones. I could summon my house if I wanted to, and, you know, refill my Estus flasks or whatever, but not really that important. So, here we go, guys. Yep, gonna make sure I know which way I'm going. Push right stick, look at your map. And then at the top center of your screen, you'll have a little, kind of like a compass. And if you get close to a dungeon, there'll be like a little icon, just like that, that will pop up on the screen. That will tell me I'm going the right way. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into this neon city real quick and look for this dungeon. Here we go. I'm almost there. Sorry about the wait, guys. Took a bit longer than I wanted it to, but anyways, we are now at the dungeon, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to skip as many of these guys as possible and look for that purple dungeon portal. Alright, I think I'm onto something here. Yeah, here we go. So we dropped to the bottom and found the purple portal. And here we go, fighting the boss guy now. So this one's a little bit different. We don't actually activate a shrine to summon our enemies. This one is just, you know, here's the boss. So once I defeat him, yep, now the chest will spawn. We break open the chest. This time I got a legendary and a relic. Now relic is actually the next level above legendary. So that is a little bit better than what I got last time. But I have something better than a relic as my weapon, so just more stuff for my loot collector. So what's good about that is when I put things into my loot collector, I will gain, first of all, I'll gain level experience and mastery level experience from using the loot collector, and it will also give me different crafting items I can use to make whatever I might need in the future. So if you find loot that you don't plan on using, collect it anyways, because you can put it in your loot collector and get a bunch of benefits out of it. Anyways, hope you found this Trove review useful, and I hope it helped you determine whether or not you want to play it. But if you're still not sure about it, it is a free game, so I suggest you download it and try it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. As always, I'm War Machine 900, and I'll see you next time.